Hello, Object Show friendos. I hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, and feeling awesome, or as awesome as you can possibly feel. And if you ain't feeling too awesome right now, I hope things get better for you super duper soon. Mikey back with another episode of Object Show Roundup. This is episode 40. I do like my round numbers, so this is a bit exciting when I get to something with a 0 or 5 at the end. So yay, 40 whole episodes of this already. What the heck? 40? 40? Yeah, 40. I just want to start off by talking about some of the discourse around here. Obviously, as the channel grows, more eyes are going to be on it, and I'll be honest and I will say that I have been very lucky so far with just the amount of positivity and just, nice vibes around here. But obviously, with growth comes the other side of that coin too, and there's been a little bit more negativity creeping in here and there. But I just wanted to broach that. I did post about it yesterday. You may or may not have seen the post. I'm just laying out ground rules, really, for being in this area that we're in, called YouTube. Specifically, this channel, I suppose, though, because obviously I can't control what people do everywhere, but I have a modicum of control over this space right here, and it is very important to me that people feel as comfortable as they can around here. So just simple things, really, mostly like no being horrible. Obviously, I mean, there is rules on this website around that anyway, but sometimes people say horrible things and they don't get flagged, and I have to deal with that myself, which I can and I have. But also, it's just like just not being mean. I mean, not even to each other. If I see anyone saying anything hateful to anybody else, yeah, no, that's a no-go. But like, even just in general, it's like I understand if people have a differing opinion to me on something, or maybe have the valid criticisms that people can have of things. That's totally fine. That's all part of internet discourse. But being hateful, mean, horrible for the sake of it, I'm not down for that either. And like, while the channel is still the size it is, and I still have the ability to kind of moderate a lot of stuff, I will continue to do that. You better believe it. It's kind of an interesting thing, really, because a lot of this comes down to, it's either people who just don't like object shows and just don't like seeing people talk about them. And also, the other thing is just that I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, I am. I know I am. And so do other people. It's not like it's a secret. It's one of the reasons I always keep the camera on, so you could see who's talking to you. I'm not trying to hide that I'm an old dude. No, how old I am. I got a hot water bottle on my lap because my knees are cold. My legs are cold. I got a bad hip. I'm old. I get it. I know I am. But trying to bring that into the discourse is, honestly, it's tiring. It really is. It's like, listen, I can understand it, right? It's like, I've had two sides of the coin on this, right? There's people like, oh, an adult that wants to talk about object shows. And the other flip side of the coin is, this is a weird old guy who's watching object shows. I can even kind of understand that side of the argument. I can, but all I really am is a guy who enjoys animation, who enjoys fun characters, and who has found this community that's full of super talented people. And I'm like, I feel like this is a good opportunity for me to put some good out there and support people in what they do. And even if people just start off doing object shows and then want to go and do other things, we've seen this, we've discussed this with people on the channel before. It's just the encouragement and the support and spreading this amazing work around. That's it. I just saw a good chance to be like, this is, if you like object shows and you haven't watched this one, or here's a brand new one that you might not have seen yet. it's purely from the support perspective, and I've just always been an animation fan, but this is one of the first times I've ever felt like I've really resonated with a whole bunch of amazing people, and like, regardless of what anyone else says, I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to keep supporting these shows. I'm going to keep supporting the people who make these shows, and that's kind of the be-all, end-all. But I will not tolerate any unwarranted mean messages or mean comments towards me or other people who are here. I just don't see the need for it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to kind of clear that up a little bit, and just lay that down. I still love doing this. I'm not losing my motivation for this at all. It's just there's just been a few tiring interactions. I just wanted to kind of lay it out there that, please, if you notice any that I happen to somehow miss, just let me know, and I will get the moderation team, aka me, to sort it out. Because I want this to be a place of positivity. That's the whole idea. That's the whole reason I do this. I want to be positive because there is so much negative everywhere right now. Not just here on this platform, but just in general. And it's like, I just want somewhere where people can go and be like, let's just talk about silly little animated shows. That's all I want it to be, okay? Alright, cool. Let's start getting through some of these updates. And we do actually have another new show to talk about. So, some exciting updates to come. Okay, we did get another little update from Phineas. Guys, I burnt myself out while making sheet music for something I need to perform soon. So, Teracademia by the end of the month, and Tears next month if everything goes well. Sorry for the delays, chat. Got to make sure I'm doing okay. I mean, you can't really argue with that. This is it. Sometimes just the life outside of these walls here goes on, and you've still got to do other things. And yeah, so again, appreciate the openness, the honesty. It's really, and also got to make sure you're doing okay. I love that. Again, brilliant. I will always advocate for this kind of thing. You've got to put yourself first, and I will always say that, and I will always remind people of that. And Phineas, good luck with the music thing. Hope it goes well. We can definitely keep sitting patiently and waiting for Teracademia and Tears. Do not worry about that. Just make sure you take care of yourself first. And thanks for the update. We also got a poll from Katie J. Who should next get a plush? Hello. We've got plush decisions to make here. Hello, Scrapbookers. Thank you so much for your support on the Scrapbook plush. If you had ordered it during pre-sale, it should be arriving about now. Fingers crossed. I'm looking to make more plushies of different characters. You can decide who should go next. Oh, geez. Charcoal, Bismuth, Young Scrapbook, or Glitters. I still need to watch. This is Charcoal and this is Bismuth. They keep slipping my mind, but this is a good thing to jam into my brain that I do need to watch those, so I will get to those. So it was an interesting one, poll for me, because it's like, well, obviously I'm going to lean more towards the Scrapbook choices just because I know more about them. But honestly, when it comes to designs, I think Bismuth would make a really, really, really good plush, actually. So I voted Bismuth. I'll hold my hands up and say that's who I voted for in this poll. And Bismuth was actually doing pretty well in the poll. But if you want to go and put your own opinion down there, then you sure can. It will be very exciting to see one of those, any of those four as a plush, to be honest. I don't know if we need another Scrapbook straight after the first one, though. Maybe pace that one out a little bit, but that's just my own opinion on things. We'll see how that poll goes. And as soon as Scrapbook arrives, I'll show them off, don't worry. Okay, it's time to get into our first episode discussion of the episode now. And yes, Orbiter 3 did come out, as I mentioned in the last video, and I have watched it. Well, me and the kiddo have both watched it, and then I've watched it again, and I've done my usual thing and sifted it through stuff, and I am ready to talk about it. But if you are not ready to hear about it, aka you haven't watched it yet, then spoiler warning for the whole episode. I've always got to do it. Like, you might roll your eyes every time I do this, but I do like to give a verbal heads up that there's spoilers coming so that people can hear the word if they're just listening to it in the background and go, oh, wait, what's the spoilers for? Just so there is that kind of cue for people to be like, oh, time to move on. I haven't watched this episode yet. So yes, you can skip to the next chapter if you have not watched Orbit 3 yet, or if you haven't watched any of Orbit yet. And this is something else I always say. My opinion, it's well worth a watch. A whole bunch of super talented people work on that show, and it's got some really good story going on, and it's got a whole bunch of awesome characters in it, which is all I really need in any show, to be honest. Yeah, let's get ready to dive into this, shall we? Last call for people who don't want to avoid spoilers, who do want to avoid spoilers, I mean. And get moving, because here we go. Okay, so episode 3 is called The Worst Day of House's Life. Yes, we do have another Worst Day episode. So House can join Black Hole from BFDI and Tape Measure from Bean Show, along with, I mean, there's probably these other Object Show episodes out there that are called The Worst Day of Somebody's Life. I'm sure it's just become a thing. So, but those are the other two that I know right off the top of my head. But hey, if there's other ones, Let's start a list going. There's probably so many out there from shows I still haven't gotten around to watching yet. But yeah, it's just another one of those titles. Yeah, why is it the worst day of House's life? Well, let's have a quick recap from episode 2 first, because that also, we have a classic title in episode 3. Episode 2 had a classic challenge, painting. And TNT, Croissanti, and Ice Pack were the ones who were up for elimination, just so you can refresh your memories on that. But also, Toasty and Ice Pack ordered some pizza, which doesn't sound super important. I know that's just a kind of a standard thing, but that involved someone from outside the dorm that they're in paying a visit, which apparently is a big no-no for House. And so, we start this episode off super happily, with House just keeping himself busy before the elimination. Yeah, totally fine. Just ignore the dead pizza delivery guy and the fact that House is barricading everyone in and also everyone else out. Yeah, it's all good. Toasty then appears and asks why House is blocking the door, naturally, and assumes it's just because he doesn't like pizza. Yep. That's totally the reason, and if I was House, that's the reason I would have actually gone with. Toasty suggests popsicles instead next time, which House would love to do after the challenge. And Toasty bounces away happily before saying that they do need that door open, though, in case they get in trouble. House doesn't say sure, but does say right at you, and gives a thumbs up. And yeah, I don't think that door's going to be opening again anytime soon. Luckily, though, there's another door. Wouldn't you just know it? There isn't only one way in and out of this place. And TNT, Broccoli, and Croissanti are waiting next to it. But for what reason?
How are you holding up?
Pretty nervous, actually. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since we last got a status check.
I thought you hated those check-ins.
Well, I'm still worried.
Queso. Medicine says I'm his top worker. I'm the golden boy. Isn't that right, Croissanti?
No.
I wouldn't take an opinion from a 2-year-old anyway.
He's 3. Come on, you know why he's here. It's all thanks to...
Toasty! Oh, and the boss.
Toasty, how many times do I have to tell you my name isn't Boss, it's Medicine?
TNT! I've missed you!
I missed you too.
Hey, Broccoli.
What's up?
Finally, blueberry. I thought you worked on it!
I can't control it!
Oh, yeah, sorry about him. He does that frequently.
Toasty.
Ah!
Please, Please give him my dead candle. Please shove it into his mouth, and let me see if he will breathe out fire.
Okay.
Everyone quiet!
Oh, a check-in? Yeah, well, let's not forget some of the other bits of story and all, but this bunch here are meant to be guarding an orb. An orb that House has his eyes on, and an orb that is the reason House is even here to begin with. But hey, never mind all the plot and the lore, we have new characters. We've got Lampy, who clearly has a close connection with TNT, Blueberry, who comes across as a bit of a nervous wreck. Well, okay, well, a lot of a nervous wreck, actually. Birthday Cake, who you know what, I got nothing for this guy. I do love how he has 4 legs, though. That's cool. He's like some kind of boog. And last but not least, the boss, Medicine, who definitely doesn't seem like someone you want to get on the wrong side of, which is something everyone in this group is more than capable of. Medicine then starts going over everyone's performances, noting that TNT has been getting better, but still checks out of her shift early and gets distracted. So he's swapping her days, and he's only giving her morning shifts from now on. You know what, though? That's smart. That's actually very good boss-like behavior, actually. No admonishing, no yelling. I'm sure there has been admonishing and yelling in the past. But Medicine just has found a way to work around TNT to fit how she best works. Hell, we could all use a boss like Medicine, to be honest. House then strolls on by, and I'm sure he'll be super happy to see more people around here, despite trying to barricade the door.
Oh no.
Don't worry about it, House. Just introduce your good old friendly, not at all scheming self to everyone, and I'm sure they'll give you a pass.
House!
You guys already know him? That's great!
No, this can't be happening.
The tapes! Run to the tapes!
Medicine!
House, what did you just do? Whatever it was, it only seemed to directly affect the new arrivals. So what was that? I mean, before we even get a chance to find out, House berates Toasty for not telling him about the second dorm door, and that he needs to be told everything. When Toasty responds fearfully, House shrinks back a bit and tells Toasty it's for his own safety, before offering to cheer him up with...
Ice cream with hot fudge, rainbow sprinkles, gummy worms, caramel drizzle, and a cherry on top?
Oh, I haven't had ice cream in a while.
Me, want the ice cream. Please give.
How long have you guys been at this wish game for?
We've done 2 challenges so far. We've just been waiting for the votes to come in so we can start the next game.
Ah, the votes. That's right. Looks like it's time for the elimination. I'm screwed.
Yay, ice cream! And yeah, House has definitely altered the minds of everyone who just came in, because all of that panic at seeing House has disappeared. And Medicine even mentions the contest as if he already knew about it. I guess that's better than House just doing what he did to the pizza delivery guy earlier. Silver linings. Oh yeah, and Icepack's assumption that he was voted out is very much correct. He lost by a long way. TNT was the first one safe with just 360 votes. Then Croissanti with 1,160. And as for Icepack...
Ice Boy! Yeah? You're safe with 3,603 votes! Wait, but... Just kidding, you're eliminated. Pardon me for a brief moment.
House, that was mean. You can see how that was mean, right? Meanwhile, all of the newbies were outside the cabin listening in during the elimination and decide they also want to play. After House tells Ice Pack to go hang out with Sticky or something, everyone bursts in and asks to join.
We're already full on players. In fact, we're at our final 4.
I want to join.
I just said.
Oh, I don't mind familiar faces. I definitely want Lampy to join us.
Birthday cake's chill. Let him in.
Let Blueberry join to avenge me!
Oh, House, how can you say no when they all asked so nicely? Also, this, of course, means the show will last longer now, which means more time for lore drops and more time for the story to play out as well. Perfect. I was wondering, to be honest. It was like, there would have only been 4 contestants left. There wouldn't have been many more episodes at all. I'm not saying they couldn't have put all the story in, but now we have even more time. So House does relent and let the newbies join, but says that this is it. No more people can join after this. Starting to think this job's harder than you expected, huh, buddy? Well, why don't you cheer yourself up by giving everyone their challenge for this episode?
Oh boy. All right, it's time! For your 3rd challenge, you guys are gonna go around looking for big objects. But here's the twist. What really matters is the weight, not the size of the object. The 2 contestants who bring back the biggest objects will be safe, while the rest will be up for elimination. Contestants will submit their objects in the grasslands. Ready? Your timer starts now.
No.
Oh, hi, Sticky.
You are not doing the challenge here.
Why?
Why? Listen, I was fine with you doing the competition, but this is where I draw the line. I can't let you in here. This place is more important than you could even fathom. It isn't some playground for you and the others to muck around and goof off in. So just go somewhere else, please.
Give me your hand. Go get yourself something nice, eh?
Jerk.
Heaviest objects? That's quite a wide-ranging challenge. And it'll also test the strength of a few of the contestants when you think about it. Also, Sticky's still not wanting anything to do with the competition, and also still doing her best to do her job. That makes me really curious as to why House hasn't just, dealt with her. If you catch my meaning. I mean, not even necessarily killing her, just you could do the mind wipe thing he did with the newbies, surely. There's definitely more to that part of the story. There's got to be more there. But for now, I'm just thankful that he hasn't dealt with her, because she's one of my faves. After Lampy and TNT get started with a small can as their item, Toasty pops along and tries to steal it, before whipping out the beehive we saw in episodes 1 and 2. Apparently he keeps it on speed dial. Better watch out, House. We might end up with yet another contestant here. Beehive's becoming a main character. TNT throws the can to Toasty before he can set the bees on them, and Croissanti has grabbed himself an ice pack. Might be a bit of a troublesome object, that one. I'd personally try and find something a bit calmer and more accommodating. Toasty says this isn't good enough, and that he needs to get something that House likes. I wonder what kind of item that would be. Oh yeah, the orb. Toasty runs off to grab it, while Ice Pack and Croissanti have a nice chat.
Are you always this quiet?
Well, not always, but if you have any thought-provoking nuggets of truth to bestow upon my inquisitive mind, I implore to share wisdom with me. I am always up for a discussion or two.
The child talks! Well, other than just saying queso. Shocks galore in this episode. Now then, Toasty's about to put the entire contest in danger here. Oh. And, the entire world too, of course.
Oh, right, the smell.
You done do it just for me?
Of course. All you gotta do is...
Toasty, don't you dare!
Ow! Ow!
Ah! You numbskull! Remember what I just... Hold on.
Sticky, I think you've done more than enough damage for today. Come on, you're scaring the returnees.
Call me when you guys decide to do your job again.
What's her deal? I don't remember Sticky being that hostile.
Things changed while you guys were gone.
Whew. Sticky out there saving the day again. Interesting how Lampy says she doesn't remember Sticky being so hostile, though. And TNT saying that things changed since the newbies have been gone. What memories are actually real anymore in these characters, now that House has done whatever he's done to them all? Is Lampy remembering a different Sticky in her head that maybe never existed? Or was Sticky actually less uptight before? Again, it's questions we need to make a note of and revisit later in the series when we start, hopefully, getting some answers on this stuff. Unless it's already been answered and I've just totally missed it because I'm clueless. That's also a possibility, everybody. Broccoli then tells Blueberry the terrifying story of the queso demon, who is hunting them down right this second. And there's only one thing they can do to save themselves. Yeah, this is Broccoli getting Blueberry to do all of the work. Just like she had TNT do her painting for her in the last episode. Anything to avoid doing work herself. How the heck did she, and let's be honest, nearly everyone else, get jobs as orb guards around here? It seems like a pretty important job, but it seems to be being taken on by a bunch of people who get easily distracted or are lazy. Or both. You know who we haven't seen since the challenge started, though? Medicine and Birthday Cake. I wonder what they're up to.
Birthday Cake just took a really long walk. Birthday Cake likes walks. He likes them very much.
Oh, good for you. What do you think you're doing? Birthday Cake! What's gotten into you? Birthday!
Birthday Cake really does seem like a no-nonsense, get-right-on-with-things kind of guy, huh? He likes walks, he knows what he wants to do to try and win this challenge, really got his life figured out, and you know what? I respect that. Meanwhile, Icepack's trying to convince Croissanty that sound waves travel faster than light waves, and then Toasty comes along and congratulates him on hitting puberty, and enough is apparently enough at that point.
Alright, that's it. You two have poked fun at my intelligence for long enough. It's time I vacate myself from this juvenile host.
Vacate? Tell me how the trip goes.
Got room in your stack for one more?
Queso.
Wait, no, please don't do this. I have a family. No.
So, was the walkie-talkie a character? Or was someone else just talking through it? Who were they? Was this just a throwaway joke? Mikey can't take anything for granted in this story. Everything needs to have some kind of explanation to it. I feel like it was just a throwaway joke. But I don't know. What I do know is that Lampy and TNT are still hanging out, and TNT grabs Croissanty's blanket. And as for Lampy, well...
Oh, don't worry about me. I have something else up my sleeve. Literally. Lol.
Whoa, that's awesome. Thanks, Lampy.
Let's get going.
Lampy, wait.
Hmm?
I'll catch up to you, but I want to check on House, just in case.
No problem. I'll see you later.
Oh, I do love these two together. They're very fun. But, yeah, I wonder why TNT feels the need to check on House.
Great going, Sticky.
Feeling alright?
Oh, yeah. I guess he does look kind of glum, doesn't he? Clearly annoyed at Sticky's orb intervention earlier. And again, I asked the question, he has powers. He can totally do something about it if he wants to, but something is clearly stopping him. TNT does do her best to cheer him up, though, without too much success. TNT asks if he ever gets homesick, and he responds with, I don't really have any home anymore. Anymore? Is House trying to use the orb's power to bring back his own home, or maybe to create a new home? 4 big questions. At the end of the day, though, he doesn't need a home, he is a home. Had to make that joke somewhere. TNT then mentions that she's been feeling a bit homesick herself lately, and House says he likes this planet, and seems to be warming up to the conversation a little bit until TNT points out the sun.
You see that bright light in the sky? That's the sun. Without it, the Earth would be pretty lonely. You know, I used to paint landscapes.
I think I should get back to hosting now.
But we were just starting to talk.
And it was fun. I like talking to you, but I should really get back to work.
House.
Oh, right. You want something for the challenge. Here, take this. It's a start.
I didn't ask for it. I can look for my own, but thanks, House.
Ooh. Seems to be some trauma going on here. And we got a series of screenshots during that sequence that show some interesting images. I don't know. To me, it felt a bit like there was a transformation going on or something. I know we've seen House morph, and sometimes we've seen him have like a super hyper-realistic arm going on now and again. But what if he was a completely different-looking being before, and was like warped into the House we know now? I might also explain why he was so iffy about being asked what his name was as well, back in episode 1. Medicine then finally wakes up from his nap, the lazy bum, and sees his glasses and cap lying on the ground, and decides, they're good enough for the challenge. Birthday Cake then goes on another long walk. He really does like those walks, before bringing Medicine's pills to House.
Birthday Cake is here. I win the wish.
Happy birthday! The challenge isn't done yet, but it's nearly.
Are you serious right now? It's been 7 hours. Birthday Cake took a long walk.
Okay, it's not that far from here.
You are a cruel, evil man. You know that?
What?
Just kidding, I love you. Have a kissy.
Hey, blue thing. My cap and glasses. Do they count?
I don't think so.
Yeah, alright. Thank you for your time.
Have a kissy. It could be one of those lines I spout randomly now. I'll just be walking around the house and I'll just randomly say it. I'll just randomly say it to my wife now. I've already done it twice since this episode. It's not going to leave my brain anytime soon. It's just one of those things. It's in there. It's going to stay in there. So thanks for that one, Birthday Cake. It made me laugh a lot, actually. And, sorry, Medicine. I guess you're going to have to keep looking. Also, yes, that was a QR code on the back of Medicine, but apparently it expired. So, Mations generously provided the link it went to in the video description for the episode. And it leads to another YouTube video with this image of House, but it's kind of glitching and moving around. But also some binary in the description. Some nice binary code. Now I get to feel smart because I don't need any help figuring this one out. Oh. You can't keep this up forever. I'm saying this for your sake. Find loopholes or everything falls apart. So ask yourself why you're here. To keep them safe? Make friends? Or to finish the mess you've started? I don't know anymore. I ran this through in my head so many times after reading it. Especially ask yourself why you're here. To keep them safe, make friends, or to finish the mess you've started. Maybe that's why House hasn't tried to do anything nefarious to Sticky? Does he like all of these people? Or maybe just some of them at least? I mean, pizza delivery guy notwithstanding. I feel like every episode of Orbit has just given us more questions than answers, but it does make the whole concept even more intriguing to me. Also, this seems like a message from someone else. Maybe it's just all going to culminate in House saving Earth from someone or something else. Oh, geez. Makes me even more excited / worried about what's coming next. Good job. That's exactly what a show should do. But, of course, we're not done this episode yet, because the challenge hasn't ended. Medicine runs into Sticky hiding with the orb, which she's keeping hold of until the challenge is done, and House leaves the area. Medicine points out that the prize, a wish for whatever you want, if you forgot what they were meant to be competing for, could be used to keep the orb safe forever. And also that he's at risk if both him and Sticky know what House is up to. And, if they both get eliminated, then none of them get a wish. I mean, Sticky already quit the show. But Medicine's now kind of saying, let me stay in the contest, and if I win the wish, I can wish for the orb to be safe. I feel like Medicine might flip on that at some point, but for now, Sticky goes along with it. It also hints that perhaps Medicine hasn't totally forgotten who he is or what he's meant to be doing. Anyway, to try and ensure Medicine doesn't get eliminated, Sticky tells him she has an idea. We don't get to know what that idea is straight away, though, because TNT runs back into Lampy again, who's building quite a neat little stack of objects, including a crocodile. Turns out she is great with animals, which is something she mentioned earlier in the episode when Toasty threatened them with the beehive. TNT says she doesn't really mind if she loses the challenge, because she's not feeling up to it. And again, Lampy is just the sweetest.
Well, hey, I don't mind sharing.
Don't worry about me. I don't want to miss jumping.
No! TNT, you need to stack right now! The queso demon, he's gonna, oh gosh!
Queso demon? That's just a photo Toasty made a while back. For Halloween.
Huh?
Liar!
Ooh, broccoli, that looked like it hurt. But also totally deserved. But also, they still have all of those objects, so maybe they can both be safe. I'm just thinking out loud here. So Sticky gives Medicine some, well, definitely keys to a vehicle of some description, so that Medicine can use that as his object. He promises to give her a raise too. Let's see if that ever comes to fruition. I'll gladly add that to our growing list of unanswered Orbit questions for future revisits. It's an important one, that one. Does Sticky get a raise? That's going to be the biggest burning question by the end of the show. And back with House and the other contestants, it looks like Toasty ran afoul of his buzzy, stingy friends again. Is he ever going to learn? Probably not. And then we get some holy peak 3D animation. What?
I'm here.
I just had to include that. It looked so cool. It was a brief scene, but I know it's a lot of effort to put that kind of animation in there, so good job on that one. Alright, time for everyone to present their objects. Blueberry has a leaf. And Broccoli has nothing. Guess that pile of stuff they had was too heavy to bring along, or they just decided not to. Look, anyway, after an anti-broccoli rant from Blueberry, House announces that they are both in the bottom two. Off to a flying start in this challenge. Toasty's hive and can also don't make the grade. Sorry, Toasty. I wonder if Birthday Cake's offering will do any better.
I'll just take this then.
Medium.
You're going,
What?
Ooh, a Death Note reference is always appreciated. And someone in the comments of the episode actually already did note what date that calculates to, based on when the episode was released. But I double checked just to be absolutely sure. Not that I don't trust people, it's fun to look this kind of stuff up yourself. And yep, there we go. Mark those calendars for Monday, May the 15th, 2028, everyone. Something else to revisit in the future. Something to look forward to. It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny if Orbit was actually finished way before then, and on that date in 2028, Mations just randomly uploads a short of House just maybe sitting in a chair reading a newspaper or something and just keeling off. No, I'm sorry, that's too cruel. If Orbit hasn't finished by the time this date's approaching, though, then maybe we do need to start worrying. Anyway, nobody is doing amazingly well so far, are they? Although, Birthday Cake might have had a bit more of a chance if he didn't eat so many of those pills on the way. TNT says she was too tired, so she doesn't bring anything either. And House asks if anyone actually did the challenge. Well, yes, actually, someone did.
Where'd you get all that?
Luck, I guess.
Oh, wow. This is impressive. Lampy is the first one safe. For someone who just joined, you're awfully good at this stuff.
Oh, stop it, you.
Do I count as an object?
I mean, technically?
Cannot identify.
So does he win or not?
Not sure. But, looking at Medicine's golf cart.
Tractor!
Okay, Ice Pack, get off the scale real quick. Alright, Medicine, drive to the scale. You are probably up for elimination, sorry.
Alright, so when I say someone, I meant someones. So yeah, Lampy and Medicine are safe. 2 newbies safe first up, leaving this fine, well, not so fine since they didn't win immunity, bunch up for elimination. I voted broccoli. Sorry, broccoli fans. Also, yes, the house plush did drop as soon as the episode did and is up for pre-order. Hooray! First Orbit plush. Whew, so yeah, what an episode, but we're still not quite done. For what is an object show without a post-credits clip? Aha! Sticky has found the note the Blueberry dropped earlier when the newbies were panicking about seeing House. I'm trying to see if that's a decipherable code above Blueberry's signature on the document, but honestly, I am not the one with the smarts to figure that out. It looks like it could just be a whole, like a language that you have to figure out, or it could just be some kind of cipher. But anyway, no, I'm not the brainy person to figure that one out. So I will wait and see if anyone else comes up with anything for that and keep you posted. And that's everything for Orbit 3. Another really fun episode with lore and goofiness and wonderful additions to the character roster. And one removal of someone from the roster. R.I.P. Pizza Delivery Guy. We barely knew ye. Nearly added that to the Object Shows Are Too Dark counter, but I don't know. It's one of those ones where we didn't see how he died, and it felt like such a throwaway thing. And yes, I do tend to not like it when poor random off-screen characters die, or characters you don't know anything about. But I just kind of had to let this one go for now. If the deaths start racking up, though, ooh, you better watch out. So yeah, really fun. Looking forward to seeing what the heck's going to happen in episode 4. and beyond. Awesome work, Orbit crew. Really good stuff. Just keeps ramping up. I love it. All right, a couple of little bits of news from Mooncookie now. And yes, Mooncookie released a Pop-Tart Pursuit short not too long ago. Cafe. Yeah, it's banana milk and toasted PBJ having a good discussion about Pop-Tart flavors. This is like kind of a prequel. It builds up to what happens in 1A, but it's really fun. It's really well animated. It's really well voice acted. It's really good. It's well worth a watch. Just sets a few little other things up as well in the background. Definitely worth checking out. But not long after this short came out, we also got this. Mooncookie has passed 500 subscribers, and we are all about celebrating milestones around here. So, yay Moon! You know what's coming, don't you? Cover your ears. You have a birthday or you hit a subscriber milestone, you get a honk. That's what happens around here. You get a honk. So, big congrats, Mooncookie. Awesome stuff. The short definitely helped push you across the line. Maybe the interview might have helped as well. Like I would ever take credit for that. Awesome stuff. Onwards and upwards, Moon. Really, really looking forward to Pop-Tart Pursuit 1B. Okay, time to dive into a brand new show now. The first episode of it just came out. I might have briefly hinted at it during the weekend episode of OSR. Yes, it's Reach for the Sky by Narien. This was good fun. This was really good fun. But before we start, you know what's coming. At this point, you've already skipped to the next chapter if you haven't watched the episode yet. But spoiler warning, we are going to be talking about everything that happens in the episode, the setup, the characters, the story. So yeah, if you haven't watched it yet and you don't really want to see any clips or anything from it yet, then yes, you hop along to the next chapter. But please do come revisit after you've watched and listen to my ramblings. I'd appreciate that. But yes, episode 1 is called Don't Lose Your Marbles. Too late, I've already lost them. They've been gone a long, long time. But maybe there's still hope for other people. So, our story begins with two lovers stranded in a boat.
My love, it's not what you think.
It is exactly what I think. You didn't. I saw it. What more is there to say?
It was a mistake. It was a moment of weakness. Please, reconsider. Think of me. Think of us.
You left me for a bedsheet. A bedsheet, Radio. There's no us. I thought you loved me. But was all this for show?
No, my dear. Nothing I ever do for you was ever a show. But look at us. Trapped at sea. I fear our love will be lost in time. So please, before time's run out. Before the...
Oh! Hope that won't be a problem. Ow!
Okay, so maybe the story isn't going to be as dramatic as first expected. Looks like we're just filming something here. But we do seem to have an injury. Does the set have a medical professional? Anyone? Well, maybe they could just shake this one off.
Oh, my scent.
As fit as a fiddle, deodorant. You know what they say. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Wait! Stop! Clear! Shut up! Blink, blink.
Oh, I was wondering where she was. Hey, why don't you go find an ice pack office building? It'll help with that eye.
That would be ideal.
So that means so far, we have met Radio and Reese's. They're the two from the opening scene. Office building with his beautiful black eye. Deodorant, who seems like the caring type. We always need one of those. Street lamp. And already love them and how they only talk in reference to the actions they're doing. That's very cute. I like it. And whoever that was, sulking behind a rock. And don't worry, we'll see who that is soon. But we have another character to meet first.
Hey, buddy! Think you could help me out?
Jeez, man. I just saw you a second ago. What happened?
Oh, well, it's a crazy story, actually.
Wait, don't poke it. It looks bad. Surely there's an ice pack around here somewhere. Come on.
Hello there, bottle of honey. Oh, good, you're not busy.
Actually, Deodorant, I am busy.
Oh, I see you are. Your sandcastle looks very nice.
What? Then I'm doing it all wrong! Dang it!
Okay, so office building and tire swing seem to be close, and I'm happy that office building has someone to keep an eye out for them, especially since they're currently down to one eye. And even though being walked with that piece of broken board was a freak accident, I feel like this kind of thing happens to them pretty often. Just a hunch. And our little sulking machine is Bottle of Honey. Definitely comes across as a bit of a loner who doesn't want to be bothered by the concept of having friends. Sounds like too much work for them. So just 2 more characters for us to get acquainted with now. Let's see what we can pick up about their personalities.
And so as you can imagine, it was absolutely necessary to dropkick that baby for slobbering all over my 31.5-inch French door refrigerator. And before you say, "Oh, tearing, that's immoral and not right," he had it coming, and I will stand on that hill. And honestly, I've been to jail once. It isn't that bad.
Toe ring.
Not now, Kite. I'm talking. And another thing, I hate it when people use my refrigerator and leave the door open. Like, hello, are you kidding me? And don't even get me started on the scratches they leave on the toe ring. What?
Okay, toe ring. Egocentric, always has to be right, always has to be the center of attention. Got it. As for Kite, well, hard to tell right away since they don't really get to say much at all there. Let's give it some time and see if we don't get a bit more Kite time later on. Kite pulls Touring out of the sand, with Touring determined to find out what the heck just happened. Better watch your back, Bottle of Honey. She picks Kite up and goes a-running, with Kite spotting something interesting up in the clouds. Hi there. A distant relative of Flory, perhaps? Touring then finds deodorant, and Kite tries to point out what they saw.
Look, up there. Do you guys see that?
Aw, you mean the clouds? It does make a cute heart. I should have brought my camera.
What? No, not that. The face in the sky.
Breaking news, Kite has, wait for it, lost their marbles!
I lose those all the time. Usually the red and blue ones. They don't make just the best. We can help you find them, Kitey.
Tell me, my ludicrous lad, what tales are you to tell? Are aliens invading? Is the sky falling? What's your statement?
No, look behind you, right there.
Stare. Kite, we don't see anything. I mean, we see the sun and the cute clouds, but the sky looks just fine.
It's such a classic joke, isn't it? Someone sees something that we, the audience, can also see, but nobody else believes them. Don't worry, Kite. We all saw it, didn't we? It wasn't just me. So don't tell me you didn't see it. We all saw it. Listen here. Don't do to me what Reese's and Radio do, because they're now convinced that Kite has just lost the plot and lost their marbles. That's the title of the episode. And considering they all seem to be stuck on some kind of island with no explanation as to how they all got there, or if they even know that information themselves, I guess that's an entirely rational conclusion to come to. Maybe they've all lost their minds. Some of the scenes in this episode certainly make things feel that way. But none of that matters anyway, because the charade doesn't last much longer.
You're not listening. There's something there. But anytime you guys look, it magically disappears. Coincidentally.
Yeah, I'm like a wizard, dude. Crazy.
Oh my god, unbelievable, listeners!
To make it go away!
Wow, I expected you guys to be surprised, but that's not anywhere to greet your host. Who raised you?
Raised us all. Are you our mom?
What a turn of events! Viewers listening from home, this just in, a father has finally come home with the milk.
Shut up! All of you! Shut up! What could you possibly be yapping about?
Oh, I'm missing some of you. Now let me just... There we go. Now, where was I?
Tilt, blink, blink. You were going to elaborate on what you meant by your host. We're not in a game at the moment, we're just hanging out, entertaining ourselves, you know?
You mean that broken boat show from earlier?
That's a work in progress.
Moving on. 1, no, I'm not your mother. 2, that boat looked awful. 3, that's where you're wrong, my little tropical friend. I've got a game for you all to play. A really nice game.
Oh, not ominous at all. This may have notched up my fears about this being another traumatic object show contest where eliminations are horrific and friendships are torn apart and, yeah, no, I'll stop for now. Maybe this is just a joke. Yeah, maybe everything's just going to be totally fine. Meanwhile, Office Building and Tire Swing are still trying to locate an ice pack for that black eye, although they do find an eye patch in a treasure chest, so that's a start. When they both get pelted with rocks. Sheesh, this island's more dangerous than it looks. Actually, apparently even more dangerous than that.
We should go in the shack.
Do you not see all the signs? We don't even know what this place is.
Well, all the more reason for us to find out.
I really don't think an ice pack is in there.
I'll be the judge of that.
Of course you will. Alright, I'm coming.
Why is there a creepy shack in the middle of the forest? Who put all those signs up? How come none of the people that we've met so far have come across this place before? Mikey, as always, has more questions than feasible answers right now. So let's just go in the shack, I suppose. And despite definitely being a bit on the run-down side, the scariest thing in there seems to be a pack of ancient noodles, which Office Building is determined to eat.
I wonder if it's still good.
Snatch! No, it's not still good. Look at it. It looks moldy, crusty, and old.
Oh.
Sorry, man, you're not eating this. I mean, take a look at it.
Buddy! The light! I can't see the end of the horizon!
Sky!
Hatsune Miku!
Hello, everyone!
Hatsune Miku? Alright, yeah, that one got me. That one got me good. And you know, that was also the end of the episode. What a wild ride. I mean, we did get all of what we really needed from a first episode, though. We got a good run through the characters, their personalities, who seems to be close friends with who, so you can already see kind of potential alliances, and a brief overview of the concept, thanks to the sky, and just loads of bonkers stuff in between. It really did tick a lot of the boxes, didn't it? It really did. Awesome work, Narien, and everyone who worked on this. You all did a fantastic job, and gotta say, I'm all in. Kiddo's all in. Really, really looking forward to seeing more of this. And this was just episode 1, part 1. There's going to be one of those ones where it'll be in episode 1 and have another part to it. So there's a few shows that have done that, where they've broken up the first episode into a couple of chunks. But this was good. This is really good. Narian also posted up on YouTube as well, saying, thank you all so much for the support on Reach for the Sky so far. Highly encourage fan art, reaction videos. The team would love to see the support. And you're welcome, Narian. I was already working on it. I was already going to be working on it, but there you go. It's interesting, though, because this was a YouTube post that was one of those ones where you could set it to expire after a certain amount of time. You could see it says expires in 2 hours. Not sure if that was for any specific reason or something, but anyway, you are more than welcome, Narian. It was really, really, really fun time. We also got a couple of updates from Raver with regards to Thursday, the production of episode 2, and another very open and honest post from Raver here. Hey, I'm so sorry about the slowness regarding Thursday. I got demotivated generally and began getting peeved during the backgrounds phase to the point I needed to step back. Been really appreciative of the love I'm getting on the show so far. I will be getting hard at work again soon. And does say I'm leaving you with some thoughts for episode 2, which I will show. Well, now actually. So we got this, and we got this. So yes, the storyboarding is going on, but again, I just want to say, same kind of thing I said about Phineas earlier, same kind of thing I say all the time. Mikey the Broken Record strikes again. If it stops being fun, then you are allowed to take a break from it. Absolutely. You are providing us essentially free entertainment. And if it starts bogging you down, then definitely do the thing and take a step back, which Raver acknowledged. Phineas also acknowledged it. I am so happy to see people recognizing that need in themselves to be like, just need to wind things down for a little bit and go do other stuff. It's totally fine. You're totally allowed to do that. I will tell myself that sometimes. I promise. I'll try and get to that myself. If things ever do get on top of me around here, I will definitely take a hike if I need to. But yeah, definitely take care of yourselves first and foremost, because you are the most important thing. But thank you for the update, Riv. It's really appreciated, and I hope you're doing well. And that is everything for another episode of Object Show Roundup. As always, thank you, everybody, for being here. Whether you only watched 5 seconds of the video, just 1 or 2 sections that you're interested in, or the entire thing, any amount of time you spend here means the absolute world to me, honestly. I am just forever overwhelmed by everything. Everything I get to experience here on YouTube since I started doing this. But yes, it's always a fun time. I always have the best fun recording these and then editing them afterwards, honestly. When it comes to the interview that we just had with Mooncookie last week and the next interview, I have been in touch with the person I'm talking to next, and I will be sending them the questions fairly soon, hopefully before the end of this week. And then we'll have a little back and forth, sort out recording time, and that should be coming your way in March sometime. So keep your eyes peeled for more news on that as we get down the line with it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for future plans. I know we just skipped a weekend episode a little while ago because there wouldn't have been really much to put in an episode. I am planning on doing one on Saturday. We will have BFDIE to go over, and there is a little something that I'm going to try and get to as well. It's just one episode of something. So if I can get to that, then I think we can go for a weekend episode. Yeah. And of course, if anything else happens to come out, then we definitely maybe should do a weekend episode, shouldn't we? But I will let you know as we get closer to the weekend. You know me, I will post if I need to post and let you know. But at the moment, the plan is to still have an episode go up on Saturday. Or maybe Sunday again. I don't know. It's just like, I'm trying to keep things ambiguous. I know it's nice to have a schedule. And I'm a very schedule-brained kind of a person and a routine-brained kind of a person. But that's one of the really fun things about doing this, is that I cannot maintain like a proper fixed schedule. It's a challenge to my brain to be more flexible, because I am working around lots of other people's timelines, and not everybody tells you exactly when an episode's coming out well ahead of time. Sometimes it's literally just on the day. It's like, oh, guess what? This is coming out today, and I've got to be keeping me on my toes all the time. So it's been good to kind of break me out my comfort zone a little bit. It's not always a healthy thing to break out your comfort zone. Sometimes it's good to be in it. But this has been a really fun aspect of doing Object Show Roundup, being like, okay, oh shoot, this just came out. Oh no, another thing just came out. And then trying to balance all of that stuff, and it's good. It's rewarding. I find it very rewarding. So anyway, yes, that's it for another episode. Don't forget to make the YouTube algorithms happy. Like the video, share the video, drop a comment. Let's have a chat about object shows, or I guess not object shows, I suppose, if you don't want to talk about object shows. But whatever you do, have yourselves an awesome one. Take care of yourselves. Love and appreciate all you. And I will see you in the next episode, whether it's this weekend or after this weekend. I'll be back either way. Toodaloo.